Princess Melanie.
My sister has been missing for 3 years. Now that her body has been found, we must accept that she's truly gone.
Who will now bear the weight of the Queen's responsibilities? Is Princess Melanie to inherit the throne?
Silence. Princess Melanie is the first in line to the throne. She has served as acting ruler for 3 years and is fully prepared to inherit the crown and lead our nation to a new era of prosperity. The new queen will be crowned at Her Majesty's tomb.
I've won, Allison. The throne is finally mine.
I'm still alive. Why are you in such a rush to bury me?
Your Majesty? Is it really the Queen?
But Princess Melanie just declared her dead.
Dead? Are you all so eager to see me gone?
Why don't you pay your respects to Her Majesty the Queen?
Your Majesty! You! How are you here? This can't be happening. My sister's body has already been buried. Everyone witnessed it.
Princess Melanie is right. If you're alive, then who is in the coffin we just buried?
There's only one way to find out. Open it. Open it.
Open the coffin? Absolutely not.
This is a royal funeral, not a circus.
What are you so scared of?
I can't let you disrespect the late queen this way. It's an abomination.
Disrespectful. Did you really show me any respect when you just went ahead and announced my death? Open the coffin.
Get out of my way!
How is it empty? What on earth happened?
Could the Queen still be alive? But why was Princess Melanie so determined to hold the funeral?
Rumor has it that Melanie had a hand in the Queen's demise.
Melanie is lying to everyone, fabricating rumors of the Queen's death in an attempt to take the throne.
I had nothing to do with this. It's all a setup.
So you're just gonna keep denying it, huh? It's about time you give the crown back to me.
Almost. I was this close.
This farce of a coup needs to end now.
Stop! She's not my sister. She's just pretending to be the queen. She's just pretending to be the queen. How dare you call yourself the queen with no evidence? Is this a joke? I'm the rightful heir to the throne. Arrest this imposter. She has been gone for 3 years. There's no way she'd be able to prove her identity. The throne should be mine.
You think I'd show up here without proof? You recognize the royal symbol.
It's the Queen's pendant.
Who knows if her pendant is real or fake? Do you know that forging a royal symbol requires torture? This must be fake.
Whether it is real or fake, let the old ministers in the palace identify it, and you will know.
There's only one in the world. It's impossible to fake.
Now, am I the real queen?
Your Majesty, we humbly greet you.
Melanie, got anything else to say?
Your Majesty?
Your Majesty.
Queen, Melanie held a funeral for you without authorization during your disappearance, attempting to ascend the throne. I suspect that Melanie is related to your disappearance, and I request a thorough investigation of Melanie.
Everything is the Earl's idea. There is no evidence.
Then explain to everyone why this funeral was held.
Allison, I thought you had passed away a long time ago. I want to hold a luxurious funeral so that people will remember you. As for ascending the throne, it was only proposed by those ministers, not me. I just followed the public opinion.
If you do such a stupid thing again next time, don't blame me for being rude.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Allison, I'll surely take back what's mine.
Are you going to let Melanie go just like that?
Without real evidence, she can't be caught. Go collect her evidence as soon as possible.
Since Mark wants to be Allison's hero so much, let's give him a chance.
Even though your sister was so disrespectful at the funeral, she's still a princess, right?
Yeah. I haven't found solid proof that she's plotting against me yet.
So, we're stuck, then.
Not exactly.
Kevin, you have to divorce Allison.
Grandpa, what are you talking about?
Allison is the queen now. She's way out of your league.
Where is all this coming from, Grandpa? You never had these kinds of thoughts before.
You're too naive. The Game of Thrones is all about win or die. If you don't get out in time, you'll bring bloodshed to the whole family.
Grandpa is right. You've already done so much for me. If you choose to leave now, I won't blame you.
Is that what you think as well? Let me make this clear. I don't fear any of these bloody games.
You're letting your feelings get in the way. You'll surely regret it one day.
Don't worry. I won't regret sticking by your side.
No more talk. Show me.
What is this?
First rule of loyalty. Whenever I need you, you wear this. You do not take this off when you're with me. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. What?
Yes. Your Majesty.
Good boy.
Your Majesty, we've made progress in the investigation. I've got crucial evidence of Melanie's plot against you.
Meet me so we can talk.
Can you handle this alone?
Of course. I'm the queen. What on earth is going on here? Mark?
What on earth is going on here?
Your Majesty, we've made progress in the investigation. I've got crucial evidence of Melanie's plot against you.
Mark has evidence of Melanie's plot to kill me. Could it be?
Allison, what did you do to Earl?
Oh no, it's a setup.
The Earl is dead.
Mark's lips are purple, and there's a knife wound on his neck. He must have been murdered. Who could have done this?
Just now, the Queen was the only one in the room.
Could it be the Queen?
You tied off those loose ends, yeah?
Don't worry. The guy didn't even get a chance to see my face, and that proof he was holding burned to ash.
Idiots! This is what happens when you play hero for Allison.
Only the Queen could kill an Earl without breaking a sweat.
Lies. Mark was already gone when I got here.
You've been the only one in and out of the room. Who else could have done it but you?
Even though I'm your sister, I won't take your side.
He was my subject, and I have no reason to kill him. This is all a setup.
A setup? Who would want to pin this on you? I heard the Earl knew all about your disappearance these past 3 years. Maybe you wanted to silence him?
Such a despicable person can't be our queen. Take her to the dungeon.
Yes!
Who dares to challenge the queen?
A lowly chairman thinks he can meddle in royal affairs. The Queen murdered the Earl, and the evidence is clearly in front of us.
Clear evidence? I doubt that. I have evidence to prove that the queen is not the murderer.
Then who is the real culprit?
The real culprit is right there. You are the mastermind behind the Earl's death.
Could it be Princess Melanie?
I heard the Earl had been investigating the Queen's disappearance and reportedly had concrete evidence that Princess Melanie was plotting against her.
Princess Melanie, you are the mastermind behind the Earl's death.
That's outrageous! You're making false accusations against the princess.
How naive you are. The dead have a way of speaking.
What do you mean by that?
Looks like Princess Melanie needs a murderess's tutorial.
Mark knew you'd never let him go. Right after our call, He covertly swapped the evidence. On top of that, he had it smuggled to my place.
Bullshit! This is just another lie to save your skin.
Oh, really? Then take a look at this.
The Earl and I were close. The cufflink doesn't prove jack.
Still playing dumb, huh? Bet you didn't know Mark kept my recorder on him. Wanna take a listen?
Wait! You!
Lord Earl, I'm afraid this is our final meeting.
How dare you!
What I've done must remain a secret.
Is Princess Melanie behind all these? What exactly is going on here?
Now that we have proof, make your move.
Yes!
Your Majesty! Wait! I have more to say! Your Majesty! Wait! I have more to say!
Oh? I'm all ears for your excuse.
Actually, the whole thing was...
Isn't that Princess Melanie's right hand?
Looks like Melanie can't wash her hands of this.
This time, you've got nowhere to run.
You better start telling sister the truth, or else I won't go easy on you.
I was a fool. I betrayed Princess Melanie and killed the Earl. He had no part in this.
Do you have any idea what you're saying?
How dare you slander my sister? Take him away, and make sure he's dealt with.
Sacrificing the Rick to protect the king. Exactly who she is. This farce ends now. To anyone who dares challenge the crown's authority, I shall make them pay a price far more brutal than they can imagine.
Allison, why are you always so lucky?
She actually managed to get away with this.
Have no fear. Her days of triumph are numbered.
Your Majesty.
If it weren't for your testimony, I would have been accused of murder.
And merely delivered Mark's loyalty to your side.
You're against my relationship with Kevin because of all these. Why are you helping me now?
Melanie is too ambitious. I can't just sit back and watch her take the kingdom from me. Besides,
What's...
Kevin is determined to stick with you. It's obvious. I can't stop it now.
Mark, rest in peace. The one who killed you will soon pay the price with their life.
Release the word. Make absolutely certain she's at that banquet.
Allison, now the cabinet is questioning me. All because of you.
Princess Melanie, the Queen is hosting a royal charity ball, and as a member of the royal family, it's important for you to attend.
A charity ball? This is my chance.
We humbly welcome Her Royal Highness.
Get over here. Don't forget to do as I say.
Why are you scared? Tell me, what is in these pastries?
Sis, what do you mean? Causing a scene at the banquet? Have you no regard for royal etiquette?
I heard Her Majesty married a commoner during her disappearance. Maybe she's just not as royal as she used to be.
How can someone that rude be fit to be our queen?
Silence! How dare you gossip about the queen in her presence?
Royal etiquette, you say? So your noble manners teach you to openly question the queen. Now, speak. What's in those pastries?
I know you don't like me, but you can't accuse me without evidence.
Since you want evidence, why don't you go ahead and eat them? Let everyone see.
I've already eaten too much. I really don't have the appetite for pastries now.
The princess is lying. She hasn't even had a sip of water.
Why is the princess avoiding it? Could there really be something in those pastries?
Have the pastries tested for safety? Let's see.
Fine. I'll eat them.
Oh my goodness, what's wrong with Princess Melanie? She's eating so rudely. Unlike a princess should. She has no royal grace. Could something really be wrong with the pastry?
It's not over yet. Allison, just you wait and see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering the most important part of the banquet, the donation ceremony.
I will donate $5 million to support the Children's Welfare Center.
Wow! I didn't expect Princess Melanie to be this generous. $5 million is not a small amount, and she donated it without a second thought. That's truly impressive.
Sis, as the queen, you can't possibly be stingy.
Of course not.
Still pretending, huh? During your years of absence, I've already taken control of your private assets. You have no money left.
I will donate $1 billion.
What? That's impossible. Allison, where did you get all that money?
That's none of your business.
Why can't you explain the source of the money? Are you embezzling from the treasury?
Melanie, do you want me to tell everyone now where your money came from?